features as high as possible.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think, frankly, if you want to have a really
that guy that got kicked watches your content. Wait, really?
Velocity features. I think we'll just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
Yeah.
Well, when you say a total rewrite, do you mean starting with the skeleton, or a bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, "What is Twitter"? Revolution or reform?
I mean, I just mean like literally, like there's like you could either try to amend the crazy stack that exists, or rewrite it.
But when you
it has to sound. I don't even know. I don't know. I truly don't. But I feel like I'm getting through the universe osmosis. I'm feeling like I'm a programmer and I'm listening to every like small business random loser manager in the fucking world. Like some guy read an article on fucking TechNet and now he contacts his devs and he's like, guys, I think we need to do a total rewrite. And the devs are like, what the fuck do you mean? And it's like, we just need to do a total rewrite, I think. I think it would be good for the code base. We need to do a total rewrite. What do you mean?
When you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like break it down.
Yeah, wait, what part doesn't work? What is it? The whole stack.
Have you seen?
The whole stack needs to be, all of it. The front end of the stack, the back end of the stack.
Break it down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
No. I mean, like, what do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I don't know.
Okay. Okay, I don't. Okay. Counterpoints did this to me. It's so hard to balance out not getting triggered and calling people out. If I was in an argument with somebody and we were arguing about some like esoteric music topic, I remember there was a YouTube video that we saw a long time ago. And I think I even called Albert and I was like, the guy in this YouTube video, he says that the key of this song is an F sharp. I don't think so. I think it's in B. And if I were to have that argument with somebody and somebody was like, why would you say it's an F sharp and not in the key of B? This is how I feel like these people answer the question. Well, I mean, like, I went to music school. And it's like, it's obviously in B. I've studied this a lot. It's in, like, and that's the answer they give. One, why the fuck are you citing your credentials? Just talk on it. If you know it, then you should be able to speak on it, right? If you want to argue, like, oh, well, I think it's in this key because I see this cadence here. If you listen to the way this sounds here, it's obviously approaching this. The tonal center of the piece is here. It's reinforced by the melody and the harmony here. Like, the way that the piece begins and the way that the piece ends clearly implies, like, this structure. Like, I would be able to argue every single term, every single thing, and I would never, ever bring up that, oh, well, I went to school for music. Because you would know. You would know that I'm educated. I don't have to cite a credential. I'm obviously knowledgeable on the topic. I would know. Whenever I feel people reaching for credentials or using big buzzwords, one of two things can either happen. Either one, you push them on it, and then you're like, oh, shit, this guy knows a lot of shit. Like, this guy's about to bury me in information, which is cool. That's cool, talk. Or they're like, who are you? Buzzword. And it's like, do you know what you're talking about? This is the, Elon sounds like he's fucking clueless here, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that if I were to bring like Jader, into Discord, and I was like, why don't we rewrite everything in PHP? I'm pretty sure he would be able to answer. One, he would probably call me retarded and leave. But then two, he'd probably be able to explain for a lot of reasons why it's not an appropriate way to like approach this project. And he'd probably be able to give me like a lot of good reasons for it. He wouldn't just say like, I'm a programmer, trust me. I'm a developer, trust me, right? He'd have a lot of reasons for it. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that he can't cite a single thing, if you're asking for like a full rewrite or whatever, you could at least use like a fucking like cliche answer of like, oh, well, there's 30,000 lines of code and it could be written in 10. Or I don't know, something retarded like that. That's even still, that's stupid. But to say nothing when you're talking about like probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in dev hours that you're talking, and you're talking about taking a product that's already like on the market and you want to rewrite the whole thing and you don't have a single fucking answer for that? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say that like this one particular error is that horrible, which it is. What I'm saying is like it's indicative of such a low IQ thought process. And Elon should be better than that. There's so much stuff I've seen from this guy, and I hate to say this because it sounds so arrogant and stupid of me to say it, but there's so much stuff I see from this guy and we're like, did he luck into the billionaire shit completely? Is he just a dumb fuck? And then like between him and Trump, like I wonder, like, can you actually be in the right place at the right time and make a good investment and become a billionaire? Because Elon, when I listen to him talk, he doesn't come off as a smart person. I've heard smart people talk before. There are some people I was talking to that are intimidating me. Reckful was a smart person. There are some people I talk, the Sean Carroll guy. There are people on podcasts like, this is a smart person. Elon sounds like a guy that got stoned and then he's giving you ideas for like, what if we dig tunnels everywhere? Now, I don't want to take away from his legacy. Again, I will say, SpaceX is awesome. Tesla is awesome. And he was an innovator and he pushed those ideas really hardcore and that's cool. But I will say, there was a clip that got posted to the subreddit a while ago, I think like 3 days ago, where it was like called it. Can somebody link that clip? Because I described it perfectly. I described it perfectly in that clip. Destiny, Elon has made multiple decisions that have gotten him to billions though. Yeah, but now I'm wondering like how much is luck versus how much is like, because like a lot of people make a lot of decisions. Invariably, some of them will be billionaires, right? There are a lot of good reasons to potentially rewrite Twitter in regards to things like tech debt and whatnot, but the overall entire site like Twitter would cost millions to redo. It's not a bad idea, but there's no way in hell he's going to pay for that. So yeah, sure, but like tech debt, that's like another like, in my opinion, that's a buzzword, right? That's like the thing where it's like, this is 50,000 lines of code and we could write it in 5,000. Like if you have real tech debt, you should be able to say something like, dude, I'm so outside of my area of expertise. But in my opinion, like what the feeling would be is that like if I were to say I have tech debt, I need to do a whole rewrite, that sounds retarded. But if I'm like, I want to add X, Y, and Z features, and somebody's like, we can add those features, but because of like the implementation of our shit that we have right now, it's going to be really hard, really jankety. It's going to be a lot of work, blah, 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 blah. If we do like some rewrites, if we get rid of some of this accumulated tech debt, these types of features are going to be way easier to add in the future. That makes sense. That's like a good like tech debt argument. But to rewrite for the sake of rewriting or to rewrite for the sake of tech debt, that sounds retarded. If it works, then don't fuck with it. Why the fuck would you start rewriting shit and introduce potentially new problems and stuff unless it's preventing you or hindering you from making progress in the future? In my opinion, right? That would be my take on it. Oh, yeah, this was the impression of... You're 100% right. Also, shit is normally modular. You never need a total rewrite. You rewrite parts of shit. Yeah, of course, right? Like, it's probably pretty rare these days that, like, some project is built literally from the ground up and all of it is fucking unique code. I'm sure there's, like, a lot of modular development that's, like, taken from other things and worked on by different teams and blah, 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 blah. When you become really good at something, there's... Okay, this was a year ago. This was just 100% correct. I was just so insightful here, okay? When you become really good at something, there's like one or two ways that your mind can split. You either become good at something and then you look at the rest of the world and you're like, man, I know a lot about like music and StarCraft. And I can only imagine like knowing so much about this shit that there must be so much to know about like other topics too, even if it seems simple. So I'm gonna be like a little bit hesitant before I'm like, oh, I have a really great understanding of psychology. I know I do because, you know, like I just do because everything's like, there's probably a lot that I don't know. You can either go that way or you go the other way where it's like, you know what? I'm really good at this one thing. I bet I'm probably really fucking good at literally everything. And I would say that like Jordan Peterson definitely falls into this camp. I would say that Elon Musk unfortunately falls into this camp. I super respect him. I love what he did with SpaceX and Tesla. I think he did a pretty good job. But man, that dude, you can ask him a question about anything and he will talk like he's an expert. Like you can give him two rocks and be like, do you know where this came from? And he'll just start making shit up about like time periods on Earth without having any fucking idea because he just feels like he has to be an expert on everything. But yeah, that's the feeling I get from Elon. I'm sorry, I didn't even finish this clip.
No, I mean like, what do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy, come on.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I don't know. You gave me the fucking mic. I got no.
I didn't give you the
Whoa,
mic.
whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's.
It's like the one guy that I asked, like, what is an NFT? Like, bro, if you're gonna invite me to speak on something that I'm familiar about, yeah, I'm gonna knowledge dump you, right? Like, if somebody wants to ask me, like, oh, well, what is an NFT? Depending on the depending on like what we're talking about, like, I'm gonna dump a fuck ton of information on you. If you want to like challenge me in this area, we can see like who knows what, and then like go from there. But this is like, who are you? It makes it sound like yeah, you're just posturing.
Let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
Like what? No, man, you're in charge.
Especially if you're asking for a total rewrite, you don't have one fucking reason you can cite. What the fuck is wrong with you? How fucking stupid are you? Like, does he know anything about, like, what does he do? Now I want to know. What does Elon actually do? It's nothing in the development or programming world, right? I can say that with certainty. Nothing. Like, so what does he do?
Charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like, what is the stack?
Elon, keep things technical in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now?
Venture capitalist business world. True.
What's so crazy about it? What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on, give it to me.
All right. So first off,
amazing. Wow, you're a jackass.
Okay.
And he has no answer. He has totally no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Okay.
All right, no. I got no credibility here, buddy. I got no idea.
Let's keep, first off, let's keep my space civil.
Here, you know, like
we removed him from speakers.
Jesus. All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.